I'd like to call this Board of Works meeting to order. On the agenda, we have 4 items. Okay, the first one is 102 8th Street Southwest.
Ron's not here. He said he had something better to do. I talked to the Pearson project on Southwest 8th Street. Ron reports that the subject continues to work on the property, but very slowly. He says Ron feels like he's doing it at the best pace he can afford to within his means, but it's still pretty slow. So that was his update. He didn't know, he had no recommendations.
This is the one that we talked about, had been contacted by Richard Nichols, the veteran.
Yes.
I talked to Richard and he said all he did was provide him, we got the impression that they were like buddies and trying to help him, and all he did was, Richard said, was provide him information about veteran assistance and that type.
So yeah, Ron didn't make any recommendation. It's just, he's like, he's working not real fast, but he thinks this is within his means as fast as he can go.
I'm
So,
gonna move the podium up a little bit.
no, I don't want to, but I will.
Just so we just keep this on the list. I've got the brakes on.
Last couple months, we've just extended his deadline to the next meeting so we could monitor.
Do we need a motion to continue
If you
that?
wanna do it again, yeah.
I make a motion, that's what we do.
Continue for another month.
Yep. And I'm not defending him, but last week, I barely got the yard, the driveway cleaned off, so.
So the motion's been made and seconded to extend the address 102 8th Street Southwest for another month, the next Board of Works meetings. Any discussion? Call for vote.
Was there a second on the motion?
Yeah.
Tony second.
Linda Bedwell,
Yes.
Tony Richards.
Yeah.
Mayor Preble.
Yes. All right, the next location is 89 Southeast 6th Street.
Ron said that this project has been demolished and we were just waiting on an invoice from Car Thomas.
And I have an invoice.
Can you email that to me, Claudia?
I sure can. The invoice is for $69.50 plus $600 worth of fill dirt.
Property looks a lot better.
Yep, it sure does.
Do you want to go ahead and assess costs in the amount of $6,950 plus $600 in fill dirt plus our administrative cost of $927.87?
I make that motion.
I'll second it.
The motion's been made and seconded to just the lien, is that what the term is?
Well, first thing we have to do is you guys have to assess costs, and then I have to send them a demand letter, giving them 30 days to pay it.
Okay.
And if they don't pay it, then we file a lien.
Yeah, the motion's been made to assess cost of $69.50 plus $600 used for fill dirt plus the admin fee of $927.87. Any discussion? Call for vote.
Tony,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes. Next location is 259 Northeast B Street.
We will report that the city has remediated the issue in the alley. They cleaned it up, the alley is passable. They cut the brush back far enough that the situation is taken care of.
Is that brush pile there? Is that what was cut down in the alley?
I don't have an answer.
I believe so. I thought a church group was gonna go in and help.
That's what my understanding last month was.
Of course,
Well, I was getting ready to ask, did the city expend money and effort to do that, or did somebody else?
I understood the city, understood from last month that the church group was gonna,
clean the backyard up, but I think the city cut the trees down
Cut them
Yeah.
that
back
were
to
in the alley.
Yeah, the city
So
covered
it
it.
was, yeah.
City have any documented costs in doing so?
I haven't received any.
Okay, we can deal with that next month, but I would assess costs.
okay, obtain city cost of doing that, okay. All right. The last one on the agenda is 76 8th Street Southwest.
And I think this one we were waiting on an address, a secondary address that Sam thought he could get.
I didn't have any luck with that. I had the only address I could find was the same tax mailing address that was available on GIS. Yeah, we don't. Remind me what the situation at that property is. Because we don't have to successfully serve her or take action. We just have to send a
You
notice
have
to
a name,
Christy Royal.
Yeah,
That's down there, isn't that, did we discuss that that's part of the,
So modular with a.
Lindsay property?
oh, yes, okay.
so Lindsay property with modular that's overgrown.
So did you say, what was it you said we could do, go ahead
I mean, we can go ahead and proceed. My notes, at least the ones I'm looking at, don't say what was actually wrong with it or what we needed done.
It's overgrowth, isn't it? It's vegetative overgrowth.
We've sent several letters and have not been able to get, every one of them gets returned.
Okay, well, we can, as long as we send letters to the address on file for the county, then we can go ahead and send somebody in to take care of.
That's the one with the whole
Vegetation and stuff.
backyard, I believe.
Yeah.
Like a fruit cellar or something in the backyard.
That's up
Wine
front,
cellar.
and in the backyard, it's just full of vines and you can't even walk through it or get through it. And it's been that way for a long time,
Right.
yeah. I mean, and I hate to say it, but in this weather, you're not.
We're not gonna do anything in this weather.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna put that warm up to get that done.
So we've just maybe postponed it till next month, the snow melts.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like there's anything to do, but based on what I've seen, we're probably not gonna get a hold of her successfully unless we get lucky, so.
And you know, if someone has to go in and clean that up on the very west side of that property line, there is an old alley through there, or right of way. You can't get through it now. But where Jared May's trailer set on just past it on the very back side of that, if you look, that's an old alleyway.
You think that alley's still open, Tony? Hadn't been vacated?
I don't think so, I mean, I'm not for sure, but where there was a trench like or whatever, a tile there, you know, in the alley that drove across, well, it's done, it's not even there, I mean, actually, that keeps all the water flowing, going all the way down anyhow, from on farther west, the way it flows through there. But yeah, that alley's been there since I was a kid, now, like I say, it's got trees growed up, middle of it, you know, so. Yeah, they couldn't get through it, I mean, but that would be one option to get in to clean the back of the yard, but I don't know how they're gonna use that alley.
Right.
Cause it's not open, no way is it open, yeah.
If the city would go in and clean the
Yeah,
alleyway,
the city can go clear the alley anytime it wants.
and we don't charge anyone, correct?
No, I don't think we would charge anyone unless they were obstructing the alley, like a tree.
Why I
growing
was
or something.
asking, on the previous property, the B Street property, the alley got cleaned up and the brush pile was there, and I think the city done it. I don't think we should assess cost to the man on Northeast B. An alley, I mean, it was a fence and then there was overgrowth in the alley. Is
Okay,
it
well,
is it the city's responsibility, or
I guess I was thinking that we were cleaning up stuff that had been allowed to kind of.
it was just over? The man and his son are both disabled.
Okay, well, it's totally up to you guys whether you
Yeah.
assess costs, and we haven't done anything on that one yet, so if you don't want to at the next meeting, well, that's
But
fine.
on this particular problem, I mean, it would probably cost more to for us to go and clean the alley and cut the trees out and everything else for someone else to use it, you know, if you're gonna bid it out or whatever, and then go around the side of the house, clean it up and haul it off or whatever.
Are there utilities down that alley? Do we know?
That I don't know, I have no idea.
That would be a consideration if there were.
Because I know we had a problem with another lady that had a great big dead tree that she's afraid was gonna blow over their house in that same stretch through there. And city went down and said, well, no, there's no lines, we can't cut it down and clean it up or anything like that. And I don't think it was ever touched.
They could be Tommy or
Yeah.
Slover. would
It's
be
something
able
I
to
can
tell
just
you.
drive by and let it come in. Where Waters has got his little garden on a corner. Like I say, just past, you look down that alley going south, And you can tell that it's just a grass, it's like grass yard, you know, 'cause it's never been used for years and years and years.
I think those sewers run to the roads because the new houses they built back there. I think all those sewers run out to the road. I don't think they run to the alley.
Yeah, I think you're right, cause if you remember a block away when we had trouble running over on
Yeah,
Flu's yard and the other yard and
yeah,
all
they
that.
run to the,
And that's, I don't know, I have to remember after they cleaned that ditch out, I think it was Tom or something. Yeah, and it never got cleaned out or anything like that at all, whether it would help or not, but like I say,
So this alley is situated to which direction of the royal house?
it runs north and south. So it's actually right in our very backyard,
To the west of the property,
To the
right?
west of the
to
property.
the west of the property, correct? Yeah. You know, like I say, the alley runs north and south.
okay.
I'd like
It's
to,
on, the residence on the west side of the road.
I need to make sure the alley has never been vacated there.
I think the rest
I'm
of
too
the
far,
family,
I'm too far, I'm at the wrong
I
house.
think the rest of the family owns property
Yeah,
on the
they
east side
do.
of the road
I'm on the
also.
wrong side of the road. Imagine that,
Been there once or twice.
yeah.
So basically, we need to look to see if the alley's been vacated and if there's utilities down the alley and maybe.
Yeah, but I would say, I can find that answer out pretty quick, but if the city wants to clear an alley, that's the city's prerogative, I don't think we need it.
That's what I mean, if we open it up, may open up more can of worms than anything.
So you're saying not to open it up?
Just might because of the trailer court on the corner. I don't know, take a look at it, see what you guys think.
So let's look at it, reevaluate next month's
Yeah.
meeting.
Like I said, we may not want to do anything with it.
Alright, so we'll keep it on the list. So we can find out about the alley and go from there.
Yeah, maybe clean the ditch out and that'd be it. That's on the north side of it.
Is there anything else that needs to be added to the Board of Works agenda?
This isn't added, but this is just, Ron had sent me a text that before the snow, the GE building, the property got mowed. I think we talked about it a month or so ago.
Go around the edges, but so it's all mowed now?
Well, I don't know because there's snow. I'm not real sure about that, but it looks better. How about that?
Can I ask a question back to the 259 B Street? Am I to hold off and not get a bill for that? Is that, I wanna make sure, cause I wanna make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
I would, I mean, it's the alley between the Subway, back behind the Subway restaurant and the gentleman's property. It was twigs and stuff.
Vines, they cut back onto his property, but not into his property.
No,
If that,
It's just
if
an
that helps you
alley.
make
it's
your
just an
decision.
alley that they cleaned up.
Yeah.
I would like to ask that there not be a lien against his property for the cleanup of the
So
alley.
then are we just gonna remove it? I mean, does it still need to be on there?
Well, majority of the three of them need to decide if they want you to do anything. We certainly don't have to do anything. We don't have to assess costs or anything. That's entirely up to you guys.
What I was asking is we don't assess costs for the cleanup of the alley.
There are utilities down that alley, for sure.
Because the city did clean it up, it was overgrowth from, there's a lot of alleys like that, there's one on a piece of property we own, not a house down that's full of weeds and stuff that don't get cleaned up, so.
I mean, I would have no problem, no more than that was, I think, just to cut those
Yeah, it's hard to
out of
say.
the alley, if that's all we did.
Yeah, I think they weren't probably much bigger than,
So it sounds like you guys are telling Claudia, don't worry about figuring out
Yes.
costs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure, that requires a motion.
Does that mean it
So
comes
one
off
more
the agenda?
question,
Yes,
does it go off the agenda? Are we taking it off or is it?
That's up to them.
was the church, I guess we would have to ask for, I thought that there was gonna be a church group or some men that were gonna go in and help,
Yes.
but like I said, it's not real good weather to go in and do yard work, so.
we haven't had checked up to see if they actually did do that.
Yeah.
So we don't know if they got that done before the snow or not.
Most of the-
I don't know.
Maybe they just leave it on the agenda to monitor if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so we
is-
know there.
Thank you.
Investigation.
Sorry for all the questions.
No, get it right.
Okay, anything else?
I got one that's not on the agenda there in the city, they already know about it, but I went down, 3rd Street, there by the, fire station. And if you go north, 1 or 2 blocks, looks like there may be a water leak running through there. On the,
Northwest side?
yeah,
Yep, it's on 3rd Street,
yeah,
down and right by, Phyllis and
it's on the
Franklin's
second block,
house.
you'll see it, I mean, 'cause I just happened to go down that street, the water's running down, but I don't know, snow's not melting that quick, so.
It's on Benita's, remember Benita? It's down north of her.
Okay, we'll get that checked out.
Yeah,
It would be, right there where the Wades live and, Phyllis and Dale Franklin. It's right in that area on that road, the 3rd Street. northwest.
Mayor, I can drive by there on my way home and text Ross.
Okay,
That way you guys don't have to add it to the agenda or anything like that.
Yeah.
okay. Good, we'll check that out. Got
yeah,
it?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Motion been made, second, any discussion? Call for vote?
Mayor Prokop,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Linda.
Yes.
All right, very good.
How's your treatment?